I don't think I told my intro to stop playing. Keep it going! Hey, what's up everyone? I'm the Burning Baron, but you can just call me the happiest I've been in so long. And I don't think I need to say why. If my constant intro and outro wasn't enough, maybe it was the playthrough, maybe I've mentioned it, but I think I'll just jump right in. Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door is getting a remake. After all of these years of praying for this to happen, hoping, I have been wishing for this since Paper Mario Color Splash was revealed back in 2016. I can't express how happy I am to see this. And I wish I could have gotten my full live reaction to this instead of this. I'm trying to give all my hype to this alone, but it won't be able to match the raw reaction I was forced to deliver at work. So let me try to explain it to you. I was on my break around 10 o'clock, and I was watching the direct. And for the half an hour I was on break, nothing really resonated with me. We're getting a Mario vs. Donkey Kong remake. I got to see the Princess Peach Showtime and what it was actually about. I got a little bit more of a look at Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, or in North America as I know it, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, and it was all fine, it was all cool. And then I had to go and punch back in, and I was like, well, this direct's kind of mid so far, it's meh. It's got some stuff for others, but nothing really for me. And then, at around 10:33, when I realized there were still 7 minutes left, there still really wasn't much. And I was with my friends on the table, or at work, because I work at a McDonald's, and everything was pretty standard at that point. I'll get into the other things that excited me, but they announced the final announcements, and I saw the book. And immediately, I knew exactly what it was. For a split second, I was possibly worried. I was just like, please, this is not Sticker Star. And then I heard the music. And then I lost my absolute mind. My friends got to see me break down in the most joy I have ever felt in a long time. I don't even know, but I can safely say that all year, nothing that has happened this year made me as happy as when I saw and heard that trailer. I was nearly in tears from how happy I was to see this game, my favorite video game of all time, finally get a remake. And there's even more build-up. My friend Mel and I, you know Mel, she's been on this channel at least once. We did a Mario Party Superstars with her. She and I were talking before this direct about the hope of seeing Paper Mario Thousand-Year Door. I wish for this every single direct. Every single direct for the last few years, I have thought to myself, I kept that little shred of hope alive by saying, it's not impossible. It's unlikely, but it's not impossible. We have seen hints that this could possibly be a thing, that one day Nintendo will come back and revisit this magnificent title. And for years, it just hasn't happened. I woke up on my birthday in 2020 to Origami King reveal, and I didn't really like it. Like, okay, I won't get into my thoughts on that. I want to stay on focus right now, and that is, for years, I have been praying that this would be a thing. And we have finally reached the day. Mel and I were talking about how much we wanted it. I was even joking around about it with her by saying, hey, remember that time me, you, and a bunch of our friends watched the Nintendo Direct back in like 2019, I believe. This was me, and several other friends that have been on this channel, actually. My friend our friend Josh, Doofers, Michael, my brother. We all watched the Nintendo Direct together, and I was like, hey guys, you know what would be really cool is if we got any sort of Miitopia content. And then out of the blue, Miitopia for the Switch got announced. And I was like, bro, I did not mean to call that. And then Mel and I were talking about how we want Thousand Year Door, and I was like, she was like, please manifest that kind of energy again, please. No proof, Thousand Year Door, the existence into this Direct. And look what happened. I can't believe it. I was out of breath almost the entire remainder of my shift. I did not shut up. My friends had to sit there and listen to me go on about this, and none of them cared. They were all actually more happy to see me happy. And it was... I'm still at a loss for words. That I still can't believe this is real. This day has come. I'm not dreaming. This is real. And I couldn't be happier. And I'm sure so many people are the same way. I've seen so many people react. Well, I've seen a few. I've seen several reactions to YouTubers that I followed. I saw Arlo's reaction, and I got into Arlo's content because of his spiels on the Paper Mario franchise. I watched King of Skills reaction. I'm not even watching him because of Paper Mario. I got into him because of his Smash montages and later his Mario Party content. I got to watch both of them lose it over this game, and rightfully so, because this proves that Thousand Year Door is a big game to a lot of people. I know I only listed off 2 examples, but plus me, that's 3. There are, I'm pretty sure, so many people who wanted this game as much as I did. And I encourage anybody who wanted this game, who is a fan of this game, sound off in the comments. I want to hear anybody who wanted this game. Please, just sound off in the comments. But I think it's time for me to stop gushing on the fact that this is real and get into it. Because it's more that this is just happening. It's how it's happening. And what is in this game. I've got no sound, I've got the trailer up, but the book, the opening, the music, and then when I saw the Mario's house, I was like, it's Thousand Year Door, it's real, this is happening. And then the visuals, like, this is kind of exactly what I wanted. It's got the visual art style of modern games that I actually very much enjoyed. The papercraft visuals, like everything does look like it's made out of paper. It feels a little less exaggerated than in Origami King and Color Splash, honestly, but I think it's perfect. I think it's a healthy in-between between the OG, in the original, it wasn't about being made out of paper, but then in the last 3 games, it's been like, oh, let's turn this up to 11 and say, let's make all these quirky paper jokes, like everyone's self-aware, but Thousand Year Door returns to the idea where it's not about that. It's about the story and the characters, and the visuals respect that, but at the same time, carrying over that really creative papercraft look that I actually do enjoy. The visuals are amazing, and to get into the character designs, like, you can tell that they are made out of paper, like, they almost kind of feel like little thick bits of cardboard, but at the same time, it's not over-exaggerated with the white outlines. Like, I'm okay with them removing that, I kind of like them, but, like, just, you can tell that they are made of paper, but they don't acknowledge it, and I think that this is a brilliant in-between. And I have to get right into it. The designs of the characters are back. We are not looking at this Paper Mario modernized look anymore. Goombella is there. The Goombas in the background have their original looks. Sorry, from Thousand Year Door. The mist, the mousers, the gooses, the piantas. I'm looking at just... Everything is back. Oh, kinda. No, actually, the Koopa Troopas do look the same. Like the ones that were, from Thousand Year Door. They look the same. For Professor Frankly, the Shadow Sirens, the Boos, the Hammer Bros, the Toads, the Pokies, everything is the way it looked back in the original game, and I can't stress how happy that makes me. I hope my tone of voice is accurately describing what I think of all this. It's amazing. This is what I hoped for. I thought to myself a little while back, what if they remastered Thousand Year Door in all the wrong ways? Koops was just a generic Koopa Troopa. Like the Pokies, like Poison Pokies were just, I don't know, blue modern Pokies. Or green Pokies, or what if the Koopa Troopa, like what if it was all just not right? But it isn't like that. This is exactly what I wanted. The modern looks with the classic designs. And like it even extends to things that I was kind of worried about. Like Flurry, for one thing, was a design that, you know, kind of clearly does not look child friendly. Like she is, I think she's disguising her visuals with the fact that she is a cloud and they can just get away with it as long as it's a cloud. But look, we all know what Flurry is. We know what those big freaking melons on her front are. And no one's gonna hide that. And they didn't hide that. Flurry does not change in her visual design, and that's proof that they are willing to go back to that old design. For who knows what reason. Whether it be out of faithful recreation or for the sake of the fans that loved this game. Whatever choice they chose, they stuck to the original designs, and it makes me beyond happy. And even beyond that, like, the characters are so much more expressive. For characters who never had that expression. I think three notable examples to me are when the Twilighter, who was turned into a pig, and Yoshi had that clear look of shock on his face. He didn't have that visual expression in the original. The Poonies, when they're in the bubbles, they're all like, what the hell is going on? They didn't have that. They were just standing in the bubbles in the original version. And the train scene, when all the passengers were shocked at Pennington saying, we have a mystery. Pennington had that thinking emoji look to him. And the chef was covering his mouth, and the rat dude was actually visually shocked. I think the rat guy, like, I don't think any of them expressed that. Like, the Toad waitress only started expressing, like, showing expressive expressions when Pennington accused her for no reason, or for practice, as he put it. And she's reacting so much earlier now. Like, they're all so expressive. It's amazing. And the battle's back. Like, even beyond, for me, which was the character designs. I think what everyone is going to look at is the fighting is back to the gameplay that everybody wanted so bad. It's all there. Mario doesn't have this bloated HP stat that caps at 200 by the end of the game. He has flower points. The star points are back. Experience is back. You will get stronger by fighting. Like, does my tone of voice not already say enough? I think we have finally gotten what a lot of us have asked for. Regardless of whether or not you liked Sticker Star, or Color Splash, or Origami King, whether you didn't like the original trilogy, I think that this is a step that everyone will enjoy. At least I hope. I think whether you're an original fan of Thousand Year Door, or whether or not you are a person who has never played Thousand Year Door, has never played the original Paper Mario, I think that this is something that everyone will be able to appreciate. New fans can come in and see what Paper Mario was beforehand, and old fans can finally have that sense of like just having that old game back, that game that I'm pretty sure a lot of people fell in love with. I know Thousand Year Door is widely acclaimed to be one of the best Mario RPGs ever. Like, I bet people hold this up there with like Bowser's Inside Story and Mario RPG. I don't really know about that last one, but I know Bowser's Inside Story is a big one for a lot of people. And it's just so amazing to see it back like this. To have that game return in such an amazing new light. Like, I don't know what else I can possibly say. Like, I'm floored, I'm amazed, and I am thankful beyond words that Nintendo is doing this. Whether it's for themselves and just a profit, or whether they're actually thinking of the fans, I don't care. Whatever their actual reasoning was, they still delivered a fan favorite game to people who really wanted it, or to people who want to try it, or it doesn't matter who wanted it. They're still returning to Thousand Year Door and remastering it, and I couldn't be more thankful for that. And the last 17 minutes hasn't even gotten into the fact that there is one last thing I do want to cover, and that's we did get our look at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's 6th wave of DLC. And this came before the Thousand Year Door remaster or remake reveal. And I was already mind blown at that, because the course they showed off was Daisy Circuit. Lots of people, I'm pretty sure anybody who has seen my content at this point knows that I follow the data mines. I was already blown away when Moonview Highway was revealed for Wave 5. And now, when at that point, once the Wave reveal was released, we all knew, once the data miners got at the files, that Moonview Highway replaced one of the slots that didn't have a prefix assigned to it. What we thought was assuming to be a Nitro course for Tour, which we now know is not the case, because we have every single track in Tour now, as we have gotten the reveal that there is no more new content for Tour, which means that there are only 4 Tour tracks that are going to be in Wave 6. Those being Rome Advanti, Madrid Drive, Piranha Plant Cove, and Piranha Plant Pipeline. That leaves 4 retro tracks left over, one of which we're assuming to be Bowser Castle 3, 2 of which we assume to be GameCube tracks based on the data mines, and a Wii track. But with Daisy Circuit and a lot of people's initial predictions, this throws all things in the air once again. Is Daisy Circuit the Wii track that was supposedly in this wave? Because we know there is still a Wii track for Wave 6. The last slot of the DLC is still not there. We know 4 Wave 6 tracks were actually moved up to Wave 5. Those being Athens Dash, Vancouver Velocity, and Daisy Cruiser. Oh wait, no, well wait. I'm a little mixed up. Hold on. I actually kind of want to consult myself on this, because I know Daisy Cruiser was not... Oh, it was Moonview Highway. Sorry, okay, let me try that again. The 4 tracks that were in Wave 6 were the city tracks that I mentioned, Vancouver Velocity and Athens Dash, along with Moonview Highway and Maple Treeway. Maple Treeway we now know is in Wave 3, while the other 3 are in Wave 5. That being said, there are still 4 tracks from Wave 5 that aren't in Wave 5 and are instead being pushed down to Wave 6. And then there are 4 tracks that we don't know of. We know that 4 of them are tour tracks, and again, 2 of those tour tracks were supposed to be in Wave 5. And there's still the other 4. Now we don't know if maybe Daisy Circuit did the same thing that Moonview Highway did. Now, okay, so let me give you guys another live change to my thoughts and predictions to Mario Kart's DLC. I think it's no doubt about it, no-brainer that all 4 tour tracks that I mentioned are going to be in this wave. No doubt about that. I'm pretty sure we're all on the same boat with that. I think that Daisy Circuit actually is the track that will snipe Mushroom Bridge. Now, we know there's still all the speculation on what the last 2 tracks are going to be, because a lot of people are still thinking that the last Wii track is Rainbow Road from Wii. And I'm on that track too. I still believe that the final track of this DLC will be Wii's Rainbow Road. But while I initially thought that Moonview Highway was what killed Mushroom Bridge, I no longer think that's the case, as we now know Moonview Highway replaced one of the unknown tracks that had no prefix assigned to it, which was the 3rd slot of the Acorn Cup. I'm willing to believe that Daisy Circuit is replacing one of those GameCube tracks, preferably Mushroom Bridge. The second GameCube track I'm still betting is going to be DK Mountain. And I think I can get further proof of this through the characters I haven't talked about yet, which opens up even more. We are not getting 2 characters like the game is showing us. We're getting 4. And that follows up with a little thing that I recall seeing, and that was I don't know who, I don't even have a source for this, but I remember somebody mentioning and somebody saying something about the possibility that both Tanuki Mario and Cat Peach were going to have their slots merged into Mario and Peach respectively. Meaning that they would gain some sort of menu similar to the Inklings or the Yoshis or the Shy Guys or etc, etc. Which would free up the space for the other 2 characters, which we now know, as all 4, are Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, Pauline, and Peachette for whatever reason. But hey, Peachette fans get their character if there are Peachette fans out there. So hey, throw sound off in the comments if you're a Peachette fan. I want to know. Because I'm not disgusted that it's Peachette. I'm just like, I don't care. Like, Peachette, fine. Add her in. I got Petey Piranha, I got Pauline, and I got Diddy Kong. That's all I really needed. In any case, I think if I want to build off a little bit more on how the possibility that Tanuki Mario and Cat Peach will be merged to Mario and Peach, I think that brings the possibility that further tour alts could be added as alternates for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Why do I think this is a thing? Well, if they're going to make a menu for Mario and Peach already, again, there's no confirmation that that's even a thing, they could easily do it for multiple other characters. And it would fit in, especially considering we know we're not getting new content for Tour anymore. I think this is a perfect way of bringing in even more content for Tour, from Tour to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Let's see Holiday Daisy, let's see Luigi's Mansion King Boo, let's see the Vacation Luigi, let's see some of the Hakama Mario, let's see some more Peach alternates, let's probably not see more Yoshi alternates because he already has 9. Let's see Bowser's alternates. Let's see the Koopaling alternates. Oh wait, only Larry got one. What a shame. That was, okay. look, I'm not here to talk about my problems with Tour content shutting down. I'm here to talk about Direct. But to further end off what I think about this, with Tour, I think no doubt about it, we can all see that Tour is winding down. I don't think the Tour is going to even last through the end of the year before they inevitably shut it down. I think that's what's going to happen. I hope it doesn't. I hope they just keep repeating Tours as a means of keeping the game up. But look at Dr. Mario World. That game is gone. I don't think Tour will last until the next year. If anything, I think it'll probably shut down probably with the new year, maybe. I don't know. But I think with Wave 6 and the confirmation that we are getting 4 characters over 2 characters, it's a perfect opportunity to add in a little bit more Tour content to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as a last hurrah for what is otherwise, I think, an okay game. I had a lot of fun with Tour, so I think it's a perfect opportunity to not just add characters, not just add alts, but let's get some karts, some wheels, and gliders in there while we're at it. Let's end Wave 6 off with a bang and get so much more surprise content in there and make Mario Kart 8 Deluxe the best Mario Kart racing game on the Switch, and the only one. But I'll talk more about Mario Kart another time. I still do have a lot of Mario Kart content that I want to do once Wave 6 hits, so once that happens, we will talk about it more there. For now, we now know that Wave 6 will drop sometime within the holiday season. I'm thinking very late November to early December, just like last time, just like Wave 3. If we got mid-November, that would be nice, but for now, this is what we know, and this is what we're getting. I am so glad that we're getting Daisy Circuit, because that is one of my favorite Wii tracks. It is my 4th favorite Wii track, if I'm going to be 100%. No, wait, no, it's my 3rd favorite. I forgot it does beat out Rainbow Road, but it loses to Dry Dry Ruins and Maple Tree Way, so I'm overall very content that Daisy Circuit is popping its head in, because it's one of my favorites. So, that being said, I've reached the end of what I want to say about the Nintendo Direct. Realistically speaking, I could talk about other things, but none of them are going to compare to the Thousand Year Door remake. I am so happy with that alone that I really can't talk about anything else. And honestly, I just don't have anything to say about anything else. So, I'm sorry to anybody who was expecting me to talk about a little bit more, but I couldn't. I can't. The Thousand Year Door remake is all I need to be happy with this. Well, except for maybe one thing that I feel like was missing from this Direct. Where on earth is Mario Party 3 at?